The wait for Apple's iPhone is still going on and it will be over soon. So it's time of the year when Apple usually unveils new iPhones. But the big thing this year is that the new phones from Apple will mark 10 years of iPhone. Apple is all set to unveil new phones today, and if industry speculations are to be believed, Apple will introduce 3 iPhones: iPhone X, which is anniversary edition, iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. So while the iPhone X, as we told you, will be 10th anniversary flagship model, iPhone 8 and 8 Plus will be the successors to the last year's iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. And rumors suggest that upcoming iPhones are going to come with more than incremental upgrades. And no one knows this better than Sahil from our tech team. Sahil, a question to you. What are the big features we should look out for in the new iPhone?
Sumit, like you said, we're expecting 3 new phones to be launched. That's the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and of course the much anticipated iPhone X. Now the iPhone 8 and i8 Plus are going to be like the logical extensions of last year's model, so we can expect them to have incremental upgrades like you reported. But all the new fancy features we can expect the iPhone X to have. So I'm talking about a new OLED display, completely revamped design, better camera, more powerful processor, and of course a bigger battery. So that's the good news. The bad news is that it's expected to cost around $1,000. So this year, get ready to sell 2 kidneys instead of 1 if you want to buy the new iPhone. Now, the great thing here is that Apple has always tried to innovate, but that hasn't happened very recently. Even with the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, those were considered to be upgrades to the 6 and 6 Plus. So a lot of pressure on Apple to deliver, to maintain its reputation as an industry disruptor. Apart from that, features-wise, we can also expect to see, we're talking about the display. One of the reasons why it's going to be so expensive is that Apple might be going for an OLED display, and according to reports, it's going to cost Apple $125 per panel to produce these. So if it's going to cost Apple a lot of money, it's going to cost you, the consumer, a lot of money. Apart from that, we're also getting a completely revamped designs. Talking about the display, Apple's going to be totally doing away with the bezels and going for that edge-to-edge display that we've seen more commonly with the recent Galaxy launches. And again, we'll also be seeing a new camera which will have a vertical orientation. And going by reports, of course, Apple wants to go big on augmented reality, so I wouldn't be surprised, if I saw a new depth sensing feature in the camera department as well.
And Sahil, also, if I ask you, what of the kind of excitement you have seen for the new iPhone in the market, and also what about India? Will these iPhones be available in India as soon as they are launched in the US today?
iPhone 8 and Plus, usually going by the trends of previous years, it takes about a month or so before they appear on the Indian market. iPhone 8 and 8 Plus should be here by mid-October, end October. But the X, it's a little bit, doubtful. X might even ship much later in America. I mean, forget about India because of those OLED displays. Because according to reports, those OLED displays are, in shortage. And if reports are anything to go by, Apple's purchased a lot of these displays from Samsung, and there is actually a shortage. So that shipment date might be prolonged.
All right, one question to you, Sahil, would be: are you buying a new iPhone, iPhone 8, 8 Plus, or iPhone X?
Am I buying it? Well, if my salary goes much higher, sure, I'll buy it. But until that happens, probably not.
All right. All the best for you, Sahil. Well, thanks for talking to us and getting us all these details.